Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to the final episode of Greenhorn Live for this seemingly everlasting semester.
In this closing installment, we shall cover the beauty of fishing, the battle of staying warm during winter, and the chaos of relocating the Springfield School District's central offices.
As the wild winds accompanying recent snowstorms and squalls whip up and down the coast, many residents of southern Vermont are unfortunately having to get by without the necessary insulated attire for these adverse conditions. To remedy this urgent issue, the Springfield chapter of the National Honor Society has stepped up in efforts to collect equipment for residents of Bellows Falls and its surrounding areas.
We're doing a clothing drive, warm clothes, to donate to a local shelter. National Honor Society chose the Springfield Warming Shelter as their charity this year, but unbeknownst to us, it is closed. And so we are hoping to continue to collect clothing and donate it to the Open Heart Shelter in Bellows Falls.
We're taking anything from lightly used scarves, gloves, coats, mittens, anything like that. In most of the classrooms, there's a drop-off box as well as a poster that will tell you what things you can and can't bring.
It runs through this Friday, although we can collect items anytime.
Oh, I definitely think people should donate.
Very glad that the National Honor Society is undertaking a Paratubble project.
I think it's a great idea. Please donate, everybody.
The battle between man and sea is one as old as time. It is a relentless struggle against the forces of nature. It is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a challenge to the powers that be. Every spear thrust, every line cast is a mockery to those who oppose mankind.
I started fishing as a kid.
I was probably like 5 when I first started fishing.
I was probably 4 years old.
I started fishing when I was about 3 years old with my grandfather and my father.
My dad would drag me along with him on trips.
It was just kind of something that me and my family did when we were younger, something to do, something fun. My dad forced me to.
And I've pretty much been fishing my entire life.
I enjoy the relaxation that comes with fishing.
I like putting the worms on the hook.
I enjoy catching even the smaller fish because it gives me a reason to continue fishing.
There's been a lot of research done on the benefits of fishing. Some people in the realm of therapy use fishing as a treatment for PTSD. It's really an escape from everything else. You're sort of away from all the stressors.
It's just kind of nice to be on the water.
It was a family tradition, something we did to create memories and bond and, enjoy the outdoors.
I don't really ever stop fishing.
In the wintertime, I go ice fishing.
Ice fishing.
Ice fishing is it's a great time to, again, be outside and be with friends. I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that have worked for me in the past. I like to go right before and after a full moon.
We bought a live scope. It's a fish finder. It's a sonar technology that's real time. And we can actually see what's happening under the water. So we can see our lures and we can see the fish swimming around.
It's a challenge, but it's also super relaxing, and I love being outdoors.
Coming in with the speed and power of a freight train is a complete and rapidly moving reorganization of Springfield School's central offices. Concerning the sudden move of said offices from the old Park Street School campus, many have wondered what these changes entail, as well as when exactly these movements will occur.
In efforts to overturn any and every stone there is and uncover the seemingly vague root of this move, Greenhorn Live's expert journalists were deployed to investigate.
So offices are being moved from Park Street here to Springfield High School. They'll occupy the administrative wing, and the guidance offices are going to be relocated onto the second floor among student population.
Well, it's been a lot of moves in the last year and a half for a lot of us. This time, I really wasn't expecting it. Bit of a shock. Sometimes it's a little difficult to not have a place to rely on just to sit down and do your work.
So all 3 counselors, Ms. Smith, Mr. Touchette, and myself, along with our registrar, Mrs. Bovat, Flexible Pathways Coordinator, Mrs. Davenport, we're all moving up close to the second floor bathrooms where the staff lounge used to be. The superintendent, who is the leader of all of our schools, will be housed here at the high school, along with the business office. So the folks that deal with all of our finances and things like Medicaid will all be housed here in our high school.
This is actually the 5th time in 2 years that I have had to move. Now I'm being moved again, and I wasn't given much notice as far as when and where I would be moving. I kind of found out the day before it was rolled out to us as a staff. They just told me individually.
Also, the Student Support Services office will all be here. So our Director of Special Ed and his offices are here up in the SAPA area.
Thank you for your continued support. That is the only thing that makes this show possible.
And we at Greenhorn Live will see you next semester.
Signing off.